Greetings, I'm the Great Dark Hero and we're playing some KOFXIII, the King of Fighters 13. We're going to conduct a tutorial on the character known as my Shiranui, one of my main characters. We're just going to focus on her basic game plan, her normal, special moves, desperation moves, her neomax, and strategies for high level play. First of all, why are you picking this character, other than visuals? The player needs to take into account that she is a very fast-paced character put into a very fast-paced game. She gets around the stage very easily, and she has a very quick run speed. In fact, she has the fastest run speed in the game. So, the player needs to learn how to use this to their advantage. So now, we're going to focus on our normal moves. Standing normals. Light punch, standing light punch. You can use this. This has a lot of purposes. You can bully the opponent with this, interrupt their pressure, start an offense. Start an offense by yourself. You can poke around, play a little defense with this move. Up close, she just elbows the opponent's face. Both versions of this move is cancels into special moves. So. Now for her standing light kick, her standing B. You can use this for anti-air. It pretty much serves the same purpose as her standing A, except it doesn't really change into anything other than her standing D, her target combo, stand B to stand D, which we will get to in a minute. So just use this preemptively as an anti-air of sorts. And of course to further aggravate the opponent. Now we have her stand C, her standing hard punch. This is a very good move to use when you're under pressure, or if the opponent's trying to start an offense. This is a very good anti-air, has a very good hitbox. Up close, she just thrusts her fan forward, that which can also cancel into special moves, the close version. This doesn't really cancel into anything, but still a pretty good normal to use nevertheless. Now we have her standing D, her standing hard kick. This is a very good poking tool, very good range. Up close she just does a roundhouse kick, which also cancels into special moves. So use this to stop a bunch of hoppers, hyper hoppers, overly aggressive opponents. You can also use this as a preemptive anti-air as well. So now we have her crouching normals. Crouching A. Use this in line with standing A. Cancels into special moves. So you're gonna be using these light punches quite a bit when you're trying to start an offense with Mai. So just keep these light normals in mind. They're extremely important in high level play. So now we have a generic hit confirm, crouching light kick, crouching B. Does not chain into anything, but it does not cancel into special moves, but it chains into other normals. You can also chain into her target combo as well. So this is very important. Always keep this in mind. Now we have her crouching C, her crouching crouching hard punch. Now what needs to be understood about this move is that this is a very good normal because one, her hitbox will shrink while using this move, so you can use this as an anti-air of sorts. So you can also use this for starting a combo, cancels into special moves quite easily. So always keep this normal in mind. You can also link her light punch into her heavy punch as well. But what needs to be understood is that links in this game are not really necessary, but if you do know how to conduct a link, more power to you. So just remember that. And of course we have her sweep, her crouching D, her crouching hard kick. Whiff cancels, pretty decent range, and you can take advantage of the fact that you can whiff cancel it. not really safe on block, but you know, just use that in moderation. And of course we have her jumping normals, her jumping A, her jumping light punch. Every good Mai player should learn how to use this, especially when they're trying to start an offense or trying to defend themselves, because it has a very good hitbox. It stays active for a long period of time. It comes out very quickly. You can interrupt the opponent's momentum with this move. So always keep this move in mind. You need to be using this a lot just to further put the opponent on edge. So don't hesitate to use this. And for jumping in, you can use her jumping B, her jumping light kick. This will cross up pretty easily. Pretty annoying. Now, we also have her jumping C. This is a pretty good jump-in tool for starting combos like so. And of course, we have her jumping D, her jumping hard kick. Also a good jump-in. Nothing really much to say about it other than the fact that you can start a combo with it. And of course, we have her throws. Now, in some cases, you can corner cross up with if she tosses the opponent into a throw. Now, this for player one side, she can also roll through the opponent like so. Now keep in mind that only Mai and King can conduct this trick. Now on player one side, she can also roll through the opponent, but if you're playing on player two, you're gonna have to jump over the opponent. On both sides, you can jump over the opponent upon tossing the opponent into the corner. Hang on, we're gonna test this. Now, here's the player two side. She can't roll through the opponent, but she can still jump over the opponent. And that's about it as far as regular normals are concerned. Of course, we have her CD attack, her hard punch, hard kick notation. This is her standing CD attack. This move has low invincibility, has very good range, and can be used as a legitimate wake-up option and for pressuring the opponent. It whiff cancels into special moves. Plus frames on block. You can combo on counter hit. You can actually combo after this, like so. And of course, we have her jumping CD attack, which pretty much serves the same purpose as her standing CD attack. Has very good range, quick startup, can be very aggravating, especially as a jump-in tool. Can be used defensively as well to keep opponents out. A very good CD attack. And now we have her command moves to worry about. Yukihane, which is her jumping to B, J2B, jumping down like kick. You can use this to change the trajectory of her jump, play a little bit of mind games. This is a very important tool in Mai's game playing. You can use this to create ambiguous situations, especially on the opponent's wake up. Although it's kind of like a Suedo Vortex from Street Fighter IV, except the thing is the roll mechanic nullifies that aspect a little bit. So it's not like you're trapped or anything. It's just that you got to be careful about what you're doing against the Mai player. Try not to get knocked down, thus making her Okazemi quite notorious. Things to keep in mind about this move is that if you use this like right in front of the opponent, she's plus frames on block. If you use this above the opponent, she's negative on block, death on block. It's very unsafe on block if you use it at this, like this, and if the opponent blocks. And if she knocks the opponent down, If she uses this as a media attack, she's still plus frames on block. Now, to further elaborate on Mai's jumping down like kick, we're going to test the safety of this move. What's going to happen is that the dummy is going to block my attack and then jump immediately afterwards. I'm going to try to jump as soon as possible upon finishing my attack. So I'm going to use this on the dummy. If I jump before the dummy does, that means it's plus frames on block. If the dummy and I jump at the same time, it's 0 frames, neutral on block. If the dummy jumps any time before I do, then that means it's negative on block, or unsafe. So I'm going to use jumping down like kick right in front of the opponent. Notice that she jumps. Notice that I'm the one jumping before the dummy is. So that means it's plus frames on block, as you can see. Otherwise, if I were to use this above the opponent's head, then yeah. I'm not even off the ground yet. So just be careful when using this move, and just keep in mind that you can also cancel this into special moves. So just use this carefully, try to space it so that you can make your pressure game a little safer. And as for her other command move, her wall jump, which is listed on the very bottom, this is it. Use this to accompany Mai's mobility. She can also do this out of her backdash, very useful for getting out of pressure, or for starting an offense. Ah yes, of course, and she also has an air throw, which can be used for finishing combos, or just anti-airing the opponent, like so. Okay, so what are my special moves exactly? Well, here they are listed. We're going to review these special moves from top to bottom. We're going to start with the Ruinbu. But first, let's give Mai some media. Alright, so what is the Ruinbu exactly? That will be this move. So, what does this move do exactly? Well, technically it registers as a short-range projectile, like a flash punch of sort. So, basically you can use this as a poking tool. This is the A version, this is the C version, and this is the EX version. All versions of this move are safe on block, so always keep that in mind. So now we have the A version. The A version has the shortest recovery span. That means you can use this for just simply pressuring the opponent. And because of its because of this short-term recovery, you can actually continue to pressure the opponent with constant hard punches and whatnot. Stay on the offensive. Or you can use it defensively, like a preemptive anti-air of sorts, from longer ranges. Just play a little bit of defense. And of course you have the C version, which hits twice. Take the guard off. So now on some occasions the C version, the first hit of the C version will actually whiff, so you're usually better off just finishing your combos like this, because you're going to get around the same amount of damage anyway and the same amount of pushback. So if you're like really close to the opponent, then you can finish your combo like this. Otherwise, if you're not sure if the first hit is going to actually connect with the opponent, you can just finish the combo like that. You still get around the same amount of damage. Now, as for the EX version, the EX version is plus frames on block, so you can frame trap with that, +7 to be exact. And it sets a juggle state, and it's a very trustworthy tool to use, especially in the corner. If you're trying to conduct a combo, just like that, for example. So that's all for this move as far as properties are concerned. Very safe. You're going to be using this quite a bit, so if you want to finish your block strings, then go on ahead. I mean, you can hit confirm into this. Oops. There we go.